Hey guys, we are just finishing a really beautiful car. We've only seen one other 71 Charger Super B here at Graveyard Carz, and it was the one that had the roof caved in on it, if you remember that.
Wow, look at that. Look at that 4-speed in there, Doug. Take a look.
Oh my goodness.
Your favorite thing.
Yeah. I love it.
That's the 71B body non-console shift. That's a rare little shifter right there. I don't see a lot of frills, no air conditioning, no power windows.
So I bought this 1971 Super B in Naples, Italy, and I got back to ship and I said, what the hell did I do? But, you know, I enjoyed it. You know, got the girls and stuff back in.
So what I think happened, according to the guy we got it from, it got a snow load on the roof caved in. It looks to me like a pretty husky beam came down right here. And I'm gonna guess that it came down on this side first and then that side, because this side's so much further down than the other side is, right? So you see here how this, if that roof had come straight down, it would have broke it. In this case, it shot the roof that way and then it went down, okay? So we gotta be able to get this roof up to that height right there, right? We know that this is the weather strip, and that weather strip has to go right there. Okay, so I'm gonna roll it down out of the way. Now the other thing, I'll close this a little bit. It actually busted this window. When we bought the car, the window was broken out of it. So we had one of the guys put a window in it. Now we know that when this thing is all in place, this is how far, I gotta get my glasses on here. Do you see this reveal right here?
Yeah.
You see how down here it's nice, right at the very base of it, the fulcrum point I think it is. And then it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Now by the time we're up here, we're overriding it just like that quarter glass did. Again, I'm pretty surprised that it didn't bust that windshield. What we're gonna try to do is push that out a little while we do that one a lot. And we're gonna stage those back and forth together to try to get that up to where it needs to be, okay?
Okay.
Those are gonna be the two basic motions. But the middle of this is not gonna just come up automatically. I just like to start now and see what kind of motion, what kind of action's gonna happen when we begin to make the motions here. So we have two pumps right here. This pump here is connected to the vertical pump that's going to the ram that's gonna push that roof up. This one that's in there diagonally right now, it's gonna push it out that way. I'd like for you to begin to pump that one up a little bit. I wanna watch it.
Okay.
Starting to move. Oh, see, I've lost my tension here. Yep. It's actually moving all on its own there. Okay, go ahead some more. That's some metal snapping in there. Hear that metal starting to pop out?
Yeah.
It's just like old Christine, buddy.
It's coming back to life.
That's the one that had the barn fall in on it. That was a 383 4-speed. The one I'm about to show you is Hemi Orange, and it's painted bumpers. It is so in your face, I just thought we better do a video on it and talk about it. Now, when it comes to, like this one's a 383 automatic, they built 2889. They didn't build a ton of them, but 2,889, some cars, compared to some of them, you know, 1 and 2 and things like that. But it's really got nice options on it. It's got the dual outside painted mirrors. It's a dog dish car. We don't have them on because all we're doing is the body and paint. Keep that in mind. If you have a car and you just need the body and paint done, we can do that. You just have to have a way to get it here and get it back out. Now, with that said, take a look at this. That, folks, is the beautiful, beautiful Super B right in the middle of the bulge hood. Those graphics came from Mike Mancini back at Performance Car Graphics. Take that car in. You've got your painted bumper, which when he gets all the grille and the trim work and the bright work will just be beautiful. I think all Super Bs had hood pins. I'm not positive of that, but this one definitely has them. Now this car is not a cold air induction hood, so it'll have the Super B inlay, which is two little, it's a little louvered piece that has the engine call out on each side of it. Let's take a look down the side at that thing. Look at that. The stripes that you see here, come up here and take a look at this. These are cool. the way that they kind of engulf these louvers, the vents, come down to a point, and then they come across here, taper down, stop at the mirror, and they work their way all the way down the side to the end. And I'll show you here something cool. You'd almost have to have a survivor to know that this is right, other than Mike Mancini gives you the instructions. But look at this. Doesn't that seem weird that it just stops? Here's this beautiful stripe coming along. Why doesn't it come all the way around? Why doesn't it at least end right here? They chose to end it there rather than on the extension. I don't know exactly why that is, but that's what they chose to do. This is a black vinyl top car. Again, painted rear bumper, painted front bumper. Gets a little Super B over here. This is just a stunning car. A 71B body has an enormous trunk lid on it. It's huge, huge trunk. Look at that finish. Look at the body work. If you think that's easy, folks, or if you think it happens by accident, you're dead wrong. That's the kind of depth, and you don't see any deviations, any deformities in the deck lid because it looks like that in person. Take a nice look at this. Look at how the stripes flow. They follow the shape of the quarter down into the door, again, back around. But look how swoopy the car is. Look at how stylistic it is. I love the 71B bodies, especially the Charger and the Super B, because their graphics are incredible. The body lines are incredible, the style lines, everything. Come over here and take a look at our door gaps. These are hard to do on 71s, really hard to do. So take a look at that gap. That is a very consistent gap. Now, one thing you'll note is in this picture, you'll notice that this one is a little higher than that. And you think, why is that one a hair bit higher all the way through? Why is that? Because this door is empty right now. So when this door has the 40 or 50 pounds of glass in it, see how that comes right down there and lines up? You have to load it a little high. The door's a little higher than the quarter, so when they put all that weight in it, you end up there. Things you have to be mindful of when you're building a car. Famous Pentastar on one fender, period, end of story. Oh, looks like it might be popping off too. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Talk to old Brian, that one's coming out, needs a little bit more. I love also on the 71 Chargers, look at the flush, really cool side markers with the louver in the middle, or the bar, the divider bar, division bar. That's just a great looking setup. Let's see if we can get the hood open on this one. And you'll see that we've done all of the body and the paint work underneath the hood, filled, welded up holes that shouldn't be there, cleaned up any holes that were already there. Something that gets overlooked often when doing a restoration, or holes like this, or holes like that. We close those up a little bit so that it'll take the bolt. A lot of times people strip them out and you have to put a J-clip on the back. We fill them back up again, grind them, and rethread them. One of the things you want to do. So there is our 1971 Super B 383 automatic, one of 2,889 made. Take a look at that little beauty right there. Hello ghouls, Mark Warman here, the ice tray from Graveyard Carz. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. We have fantastic stuff coming up, and some of it you've never seen before. I gotta go insult people. Hey Alice!